And then I got adamant plate legs from the guy in Kharid.
I
and
am
the rest
streaming.
of it was, like,
fair warning.
Iron or steel smith things from Ogre's trunk, because he has the anvil in the sewers of Draynor Village.
I sure do. Sure love getting 49 smithing using the Draynor fucking anvil. That was cool.
It's okay. I'm about to have to do 99 smithing depending on the way that I roll.
Were you having someone else smelt your bars for you?
I was superheating.
Super
nice.
as well at points.
Are we? So
but how did you get the task? Like, what was your training method from level 1?
For me?
Yeah.
Bronze bars from zombies and hammer from imp.
Oh, nice. We love a good zombie drop.
And then it was steel bars from black knights made me have to push for 49 smithing. And then I juggled every fucking clue I got at the beginning. I fucking lost a couple, and then I have full scent on some one-steppers just cuz. But I got a fire staff super early that gave us, like, the juice. Made all the grinds much easier. Especially now that we're high alking and superheating shit.
Yes.
Yeah. I have, one of the Varlamore chunks has, a 55 alchemy requirement because there's I think it's like a thief has a 1 in 64 for a mind rune or something like that.
Sure.
So that will be fun.
Wait, sorry, how high do you have to get your magic?
55 to use high alch.
Okay, I have a ton of runes to help with that.
Nice.
Yeah, I get a decent amount of runes from basically everything I kill in my chunk.
Yeah, I went on a
the
huge
1 in
dark wizard
64 the 1 in 64 counting as a primary method is pretty tough.
We turned it to 1 in 64 because the open put us on some like nasty ones early for pretty much everybody because we had imps. It was killing imps for flour for cooking, and it was just that's not happening.
Yeah, it's the worst.
I don't know. We've gotten through most of them through like the power of friendship, you know? That's been that's what's made it doable.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the whole point, I think, is we're supposed to be feeding off of each other, you know?
Yeah, that's there should be some shitty grinds for you that are not as bad for other people. That like that's like the nice thing with the group is we eventually will get through them all. And like I can definitely like we already got your cooking sorted for your chunk with the meat. I can
if you're able to get extra sweet corn too for the boy, because dude, Marcus is fucking cooking forever. No, not you.
Yeah, for Marcus.
Yeah, I should be able to grab a lot.
I think
I'm pretty sure I can grab like an inventory and then hop. I don't know how long the respawn timer is on sweet corn, but the fact that you can just pick it up straight off the field is really, really good. And it's like it's as good as like a swordfish or something like that as far as cooking, but much easier to cook.
I just cannot wait to get out of this chunk.
This
have more.
Yeah, I'm just smithing is really just going to be the absolute worst. That's like one where like having other people kind of helps, but like it doesn't help.
Well, like the sooner I can get out of my chunk and get the smithing grind done, because I'm going to have the least chance or smithing grind out of any of our chunks, to be completely like.
Unless he gets a giant foundry, which would be very, very good.
But I can't dodge the smithing grind before he gets...
What is the name of the guy who's the Kharid guy?
So are you doing Fortis, by the way? Is that what you're landing on?
He's the hot grandpa.
Yeah, hot grandpa.
Hot grandpa.
You got me some feathers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to end up doing the Western Fortis Bank start.
Oh, yeah.
It gets me the thieving fastest, ideally. Because the middle chunk, if I literally just started in the bazaar, like where the wealthy citizens are, I wouldn't have a bank, so that kind of defeats the purpose of the whole money trading.
Sure.
And then also I have to end up at the West Bank anyways, because to turn in the valuables, the person for that's on the Western Bank anyways.
I hear you.
So. Yeah, I did a little bit of that on my other GIM yesterday or the day before. It's super comfy, but it's not as fast as some other methods. But you pay for that with AFK time.
What's your XP at, by the way, James?
5.5 mil.
I'm
You're still ahead of me.
5.57. I'm barely ahead of you if I'm ahead of you. 5.57. And this
You're
fletching
ahead of me
XP
by
is
like
so
30k
slow.
experience.
This fletching XP is
Just
awful.
melee's is so slow.
What do you have remaining, Ogre? In your
Fletching. I'm literally just waiting on 72.
Is it just
fletching.
72 for a
Yeah.
U shield or something like that?
Yeah, I already have even equipped a U shield. I haven't fucking made one yet.
Nice. I'll have that not too far from now.
I am hoping not to need your help. If I am still on this grind in 2 days, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. I have 2 days off, so I am hoping to be ready to fucking go.
I mean, I might not be able to help very much. The western bank only has regular trees. It's if I roll 2 chunks to the east, the eastern bank has U's, then I'll have to do 72 fletching.
Oh, I hear you.
But I might also have to do 87 crafting, which is probably much worse. I don't know if
we can buy you crafting from the charter ships. Like
yeah, I'll only get that task if I have the charter ship. Even though I could, it's a bit funny. The charter ship person is right on the edge of 2 chunks. So luckily, if I roll just the furnace, I could do 87 crafting, but it's not a requirement because the charter person is like 1 tile to the north.
Yeah.
So I can still buy stuff from them, but they're not technically in that chunk. And also, that's only a possibility. I could get very lucky. Our perfectly ideal scenario is I go straight to the chunk that lets me roll East Varrock. And I do that first. Because I could potentially roll East Varrock faster than you could, because
correct.
I could get straight to the rune vendor, which would be very nice.
Would also be huge, because then when we link up, I will have already done the smithing grind for you. Mostly, like, there's no way for us to come through there without me having already done the smithing grind.
Unless you meet through the Wildy. Imagine.
Also, luckily,
Yeah,
if I actually don't have the smithing grind if I come that way, because I don't have a furnace.
Oh, right.
That's if I go perfect RNG. Obviously, if I go 1 roll out of like that line, then I do have a furnace. And then I get Briofita also, and that sucks.
Where if I die to Obor with... Okay.
How are you still dying to Obor? That's my question.
Because I'm doing 4 kill trips.
Oh.
That one I ran out of my food, and
I have been like
6 health left when I ran out of food.
I've just been thinking about this because I've had nothing really better to do, but I've just been labbing out every possibility with the rolls of the where I go and stuff like that, and the order in which the rolls are, and it's like very funny.
If I had unlimited good food, which I can't get right now because the only way I get good food is by Marcus being in misery.
I still have wines if you're not worried about the hit chance.
Not
I have a shit ton
wines,
of wines.
because I'm talking about if I could get to the point where I had good enough food to where I could just kill Obor instead of Hill Giants, I would get my grind done way faster because Obor drops keys way faster. Because right now when I kill Hill Giants, I get like a key every half an hour on rate.
So.
And every key has a 1
How
in
much
3
food
chance
do you
of
need to
being
kill
like 20,000
Obor
gold.
if you were to just like go in raw dog him full HP to 0?
If I go in raw dog him no prayer full HP with the potatoes, I need like 9 potatoes on average to kill him.
Do you have a prayer restore other than dying?
I have no prayer restore other than dying, which I am trying my best not to use. Once I unlock the Edgeville respawn, I don't mind using it since I will spawn in my chunk. I don't mind suiciding. So that's also why I have my agility lamped to where I can't climb the monkey bars in the wilderness, because I can actually unlock Scurious and Brofita from Edgeville chunk.
Oh yeah, that'd be cooked. Well, actually, I mean, that wouldn't be too bad because you wouldn't unlock the smithing aspect of it right now.
I would not unlock the smithing aspect of it right now.
You would only have the good aspects of it, which would be like having Scurious unlocked, which is way better money than Obor.
But the problem with that is I don't have a way to restore my prayer, and I can't kill Scurious. Like, I've done the calcs. I cannot kill Scurious without prayer. Which would be fine if I had the Edgeville respawn, because then I could just die when I run out of prayer and not have to feel guilty about it. But I don't know, it feels disingenuous to be playing a chunk account where like part of my gameplay loop is spawning outside of my chunk.
We're also just not gonna have prayer restore stuff for a long time.
A long time.
Well, if I can get to Scurious, we will. Because Scurious drops
Yeah.
potions.
Yeah, but you'd be doing like long kills with no prayer restore, and you'd be like 1 kill trips, and it'd just be still be a bit slow.
I think I
The
could
good
do
news
a
for
3-kill trip right now with Ober's Club if I had prayer. Because I'm really good at
Guy
flipping.
for real, bro? I hate when people do that.
one good thing I guess about Scurious is I'm not very far away from a vendor that sells the rune mace, which will make the bone mace much easier to get.
Yeah.
So you don't have to smelt one.
You don't.
That would be nice.
Oh,
I can make
no.
the bow already.
It's just a U short bow, right?
Yeah.
Nice. And then the staff
It's an
is just a battle
unstrung
staff.
short bow
Which you'll
specifically,
get
which is
in
the only reason we can do it. And battle staves.
Do you
I can
have
get-
battle staves already?
No, but they drop off Profita.
Okay, I knew. I thought Obor or one of those had them, so that's why.
Yeah,
We were-
Profita puts
yeah, you
battle
were right.
staves. So I can make the mage one and the range one.
I want to see you take a Hill Giants club and smack Scurious. That's what I want to see. I want to watch
I
it.
definitely would be doing that at first.
Oh yeah, did that crush damage? Oh. Isn't it better than a rune simi with like crush and just in general like it's stats? I think it's like the best
It's
free to
the
play
best
weapon.
weapon I have access to right now.
Yeah. I want to see you swing that motherfucking thing, bro. I just want to see you schwack. All right, let's get a second pro box. Really hate when people sit here, like tag all my mobs. I have to world hop. People just hate Ironman. Do people just like live in that state
Yes.
constantly? I'm not allowed to have
whatever
fun
reason,
because you're not allowed to have
everyone
fun.
hates
All
Ironman.
right. A lot of hardcore Ironman. Why hate me?
Because they do. They just hate Iron Man.
That's fair.
You're lucky you're not a green helmet group Iron Man.
Yeah, don't want that. Nobody wants to be a filthy green helm.
No. I am power gaming right now, though.
You said you have a rune scimitar?
No, I have a rune longsword.
Longsword. Okay.
I have a rune longsword, a rune two-handed sword, a rune battle axe, and Ober's club for weapons.
Okay. Yeah, I was running DPS calcs with Obor's Hill Giant Club versus a rune longsword.
Okay. In this guy. Oh, wow.
Close on Scurious. Maybe it depends on your stats. I don't know.
This guy's name is Slower Penis.
I saw a guy today at the Rock Crabs that was named, I think it was like Bucket of Squirt or something like that. I was like, I don't want to see this, man.
That's one that you can't even report it. It's just like, all right, bud.
Yeah, and I
We
have,
talked about the orange soda too. That's called Squirt, isn't it?
I guess.
That's what I'm saying. You can't report it because it's too it's too inconspicuously on the news. I don't know.
Oh
It's
yeah,
one
I've
of
seen
those,
some real suspect ones. And I couldn't, I have Entity Hider on, but it was a random event.
Oh my
That was
God.
saying out loud, "Hey, Squirt Bucket" or whatever. Come with me, Squirt Bucket, or Bucket of Squirt, whatever it was.
Good lord, Obor, why are you doing so much damage to me now?
Didn't like it.
I'm just getting statistically low Like he should be dead by now. I missed like
There is
16 times in a row.
there's
There, he has
also a
max
chance I could potentially get Prey Restore with Moonlight Moths.
Don't you have to get like a really specific unlock path for that though?
I mean, I just have to get to the Hunters Guild, and then any way to train Hunter up to 75. Which there are some decently low level training options, but I don't want to unlock them until I actually have a good path to level it, you know? Like, I don't want to have just a level 9 Crimson Swift, I think it's level 9, and then have just, because the Hunters Guild has the stuff in the basement that's like 91 and yeah, they're like 91 requirement. So if I commit to doing Hunter at all, I want to make sure I have a good method to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Varlamore has a bunch of good options. I don't know what would be my best option to do, but if I got to 75 and I just did Moonlight Moths like all the way to 91 or whatever their level is, we'd have so many prayer. They're like half a prayer pot.
Yeah.
The only downside though is I think when you get the moth, you can double the dosage by using a hunter meat on it, which is super obscure. But I would have to also roll a good source for that, which I mean there's also quite a bit of those in Varlamore.
Higher foxes like right near there would be.
Yeah.
Your best bet on that one.
On my other GIM, I've been spamming hunter rumors lately. There's no way I'm gonna be able to do those on a chunk account though. Like we would have to.
No. That's
even if we link up, we're just so far away. Like Feldip Hills and Piscaria or
even the
Pisca
polar
Taurus.
one is a million miles.
Feldip
away.
in
It's probably
theory
closest.
isn't too bad because once you hit Remington, if we ever hit Remington, because it's just Passport Serum. I mean, it's not unreasonable. Do one thing, you get into fucking Corsair Cove, and all of a sudden you're pretty damn fucking close.
Yeah, and I think you can block with some creative block lists. You might be able to block some of the really random ones.
You can blog like a whole polar one. You could probably like.
Also, the
one
polar
wire.
ones up there, half of them are also in the mountains of Arlamore.
Yeah.
Like the little swift, like the
Crimson
yeah,
Swift or whatever.
The Crimson Swift is the bird. The Snowy Knight and the Sapphire Glacials, they're both in the mountains of Arlamore. That would not be too bad. The worst grinds in the lower half of Arlamore are just 88 smithing, 87 crafting, and then I guess 91 hunter. And then once I get into that like middle area, then Huey Quarrel will probably have quite a bit of tasks.
Yeah.
I need to look at what the chunk picker thinks though, because that boss Huey's like loot table is contribution based. The drop rates are, I think, lower than what they actually are. Like they're listed as much higher. So I wonder if it would be assigned based on our rules.
I have to imagine there's something.
I doubt they're
set up
more than
around
1 in
it.
5,000, honestly, even with low contribution.
Yeah, probably not all of them, but some of them, like the pet. I don't know.
I mean, we don't do pets anyway, so that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we won't do pets until we all link up, and then at that point, you'd have 5 people all doing Huey.
Yay, boss grinding! Should do Yama Chunk duo.
I mean, eventually.
Doesn't Yama need a bunch of other chunks other than
But
just
it's
himself?
going to be such a long time from now because you need like all of the to do the quests to get Yama. You need a lot of shit.
I think it'll be similar.
You
with
can do a
I think the
Yama
Nobel boss
restricted
also
duo
requires-
chunk. You have to chunk, but you're like forced unlocks, so you know what your next chunks are gonna be, you know? And you go like a preset path to duo Yama. Complete log it. I don't know if I can send it. A lot of body runes? Why would I need body runes? What?
I have a bunch of body runes if you need them.
Oh no, what am I stream? Sorry. What do you mean for magic XP? I don't need magic XP. Am I streaming the wrong? No, I'm streaming my fucking Ironman. Collecting clue scrolls. My if you're talking about my chunk account is so far past the magic XP, it's crazy.
It's gonna feel so good to finally make all this money and get out of this chunk, though. I can tell you that much.
Here's the stats on the chunker right now. We've been progging, dude. I mean, it'll come sooner than you think. The first time you're like focusing on money, I know it sucks and it's awful GPM, but like you'll get there. It's only 5 mil, you know, like as shitty as that sounds. I mean, like we'll get you there.
I just got 38 gold, baby. Let's go.
At least your combat skills will be pretty high.
My combat skills are going to be massive. I just
what are they right now?
This morning.
Huge.
60 attack, 76 strength, 60 defense, 68 health, and
then also Scurious with the multiplier. He's insane melee XP.
Oh yeah. I think you'll be the first 99. If you hit Scurious, you're guaranteed. I feel like you'll hit 99 fucking strength and Scurious. At any given time, it's just good XP and good money. Like, so it's like a why not easy activity, especially once you're decked up. You got the mace, you'll just fucking fly through that shit.
Oh yeah.
But you have to get smithing before that.
Yeah, we'll get him there.
No, I won't. I can access Scurious right now if I were to.
Saying for the mace. We're saying for the mace.
Your agility, yeah.
The mace
is
makes
agility. I can climb the monkey bars to the earth.
How many monkey bars is it until you get the 53 agility?
Way too many, but it will. When I hit it, if I hit a 99 smithing grind, I'm gonna do it.
Because then at least you can break it up.
Yeah.
Gives you something new to do. Man, I can't wait. We're like around the corner from it all. Gotta wait. I do like, man, I sure hope he's alright. You know?
Yeah. I am excited to get a 5th in that's going to be active, though.
We need someone on our level, my guy. Someone ready to just fucking nose to the grindstone.
What's your total XP per hour right now? Like doing, like across all skills when you were doing that?
Mine is like 77k an hour.
It's not too bad. Like melee and HP and
a
little bit of prayer.
Yeah.
I think the what's it called? Thieving is like around that number until I get
90k an hour.
That's absurd.
Yeah, it multiplies depending on your level though.
Oh, right. Okay, I was doing yeah. At max, it's 90.
Yeah, because in the house, the valuable, like the things you steal from, I think are like 10 times your level. 10 times your level. Yeah, when there's the little special events that pop up, when it like pings you, and you get a big XP drop from that. You know what I'm talking about? I think those are 10 times your level. Like there's at least some part of it that scales with your XP. And then also, if you actively thieve during the downtime between the AFK thieving, like on the Wealthy Citizens, then that goes up a lot without, with actual levels. I don't know how much of that'll do. I'll probably do a mixture of both. But the Wealthy Citizens,
dude, can we get another freaking clue scroll? I did hours of this on stream the other day, and I didn't get any boxes. As soon as
the road
the stream though, we got
I think
one.
the houses are pretty similar. I don't think you get double house loot with that. I think you only get double loot from the
is the
Ask and you
problem,
shall
so you
receive,
Yeah.
my boy.
typically with twice as many citizens.
Yeah, but once you have the rogue outfit, the houses I don't even think are that much more. Like I think they're more XP, but they're not even that much gold more when you're getting double the coin purses from the regular thing, like people.
Yeah.
I think it's really similar gold. But doing more houses is more other stuff, like ruby amulets and all those other things. Like any jewelry you could want, really. That's not Dragonstone or higher.
Oop, gotta hide that. Do. Alright, boys. 2 caskets. Are we gonna hit a set of ranger boots? Would that just be the play or what? Be nice. Not my chunker, obviously.
Yes. Definitely want the ranger boots. I still don't have ranger boots on my main Ironman.
I'm just rolling for posterity's sake, honestly. I am so bad about progressing. I just love my clue scrolls. I've only said it a million times. Honestly, I have like a mini goal right now. I want to try to get like my first blue box. I can start holding more, you know?
Yeah. On the chunkers or on your
My iron.
Iron.
Like a mini goal.
So you
Something to
can
work
you
on
can
passively.
feasibly do some beginners. None of us. I don't even have a beginner clue step in my.
Yeah, I've been doing them
Beginner
anytime I
clue.
can. Obviously,
I keep one of each in my in my bank right now, so I don't have to keep seeing them drop. Doing barbarian assault on 2 accounts on my other monitor.
and I need to do barbarian assault. Never touched it.
It's super easy. I do double attacker all the time for high gambles. My other chunker is in barbarian assault right now, so I'm running it with both my characters.
When
trying to
I'm
speed it
done with this thing, if you teach me, I will try to join if I can help some. I need the point, obviously.
That's super chill. You can get your
I need
chest
everything.
piece in,
Fighter
like, an
torso and
hour.
all that, yeah.
fighter torso is like an hour grind if you get a good group.
So, fighter torso is just melee strength, that's why it's good? Like, it's combat?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the first chest piece before Bandos that gives you a melee strength bonus, and it's like the easiest one to get, and that gives melee strength bonus.
Yeah, especially for 4.
Haven't
think
touched my
they've
defender
added,
grind yet. I don't get a lot of time during the week anymore to play. I'm so fucking busy at work. I try to chop trees. That's the most I can do. Then I get a downtime day, and I'm like, man, I gotta record for the chunker. I gotta like process all the shit I've been cutting all week for the chunker. Like,
They did make with Varlamore, mixed hide set does give melee strength, which is decent, but it's +2 on chest instead of +4 on fighter torso. But
I'm gonna laugh if I get like a dragon spear or a shield half from these giants. I'm
I
actually
would
getting closer to
fucking
drop
lose
rate.
it if you get a dragon spear. That'd be fire.
It's a 1 in 233,000. I am a 10th of the way
It would
there.
make your Obor kills way easier.
I can spec his ass.
Dude, back his ass. It's a defensive weapon that's
Also,
gonna do more damage. Like,
Hot Grandpa's one chunk away from Calfight Queen still.
he can't
not been
get it.
playing the
You
whole
have to
time,
have
though.
you have to have Slayer task to do that cave.
No,
Yes.
he's one. Didn't he
No,
roll
no, he's-
Shanty Pass?
Yes.
Yeah, you think he's
Yeah, so he's one tile away from Calfight
The
Queen.
cow fight cave.
yeah. Calfight Queen on the west, you don't need Slayer for. It's
Gotcha,
only the one in
gotcha.
Shantae Pass chunk that you need.
Well, we have
Slayer
range
for.
gear. He'll figure it out. Honestly, when he's done with his chunk, we'll have fucking magic short bows if we can get string. Like, it could
You-
be doable.
The only like feasible way to cheese Calphite Queen on a really scuffed account is with like a spear and poison.
Yeah.
Got 2 clogs. I got a cat mask. Indie high chaps, baby. Cloggers. It's cloggers. So. Did I buy a maple short bow somewhere?
No, you usually need to get it from a clue or make one.
50. Liar. Holden Remington.
You said what?
I said it's sold in Remington.
A magic short bow?
No, maple.
Oh, maple. I thought you said magic.
No, definitely maple. Wish I had a fucking magic short bow. Fuck me, dude. That'd make my life nice.
It's gonna be so funny but sad if I start my trunk next to the thieving one on purpose and then I just
Never roll
the
it.
complete opposite direction.
Yeah. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I will eventually get 5 million gold in this chunk. It's just gonna take me like a month.
A month? I'm hopeful. If I roll Lumbridge, I don't think we open up any money makers.
Bro, all of the gold that I have made, the entire point up to now in my account is like 1.4 million gold. I'm not doing anything differently to get more gold than I was previously. I'm alching my Obor drops now when I wasn't because I needed them all originally. But even if I alched on my Obor drops, it's only like another 200,000 gold. It is going to be a long... long bop to the top on that one.
Well, if somehow roll Lumbridge, we're in a pretty cool spot.
And I already sold all of the bows that all of us have made to get to where we are in Fletching.
We went a little overboard on arrow shots.
Technically, I theory crafted it with my buddy and that I'm doing my other chunker with, and theoretically my highest GPM activity is going to be chopping U's, fletching them into U longbows unstrung, and selling them 3 at each shop and world hopping 1 inventory at a time.
Oh, yeah?
That's the fastest I can make money, and that comes out to about 30k an hour.
That's brutal, buddy.
Which puts my grind for 3.5 million gold at, let's see, divided by... I'm looking at 116 hours of doing my most efficient thing, which
That's
only gives me
fire.
woodcutting and fletching experience. So right now I'm still killing hill giants because it's slightly slower GP an hour, but I'm getting a lot more experience. Once I hit 80 strength, I'll probably go do my highest gold making activity. Because I don't.
Well, in theory, I'll be making some new longbows for you shortly. What level is that for me? Is it 60? No, why would it be 60? 70? Fuck me. So far. Why is it in-game?
So if I roll the opposite direction, I can pickpocket a knight, which is 50 GP per pickpocket.
Fire.
I don't know how much GP per hour that is, but
It's got to be
probably doesn't.
not that much because I have
Yeah.
guards in my chunk that I can pickpocket for 33 gold to pickpocket, and it's not faster than chopping use. I will eventually do that to 60 thieving, so I have a respectable thieving level for the next time I hit a thieving grind, just to make it a little bit easier. If I had prayer regeneration, Scurrius would be the answer, and I would just suffer through the agility, but I do not have a prayer restore method.
That make life too easy. It's all good. We're gonna be there soon. I think me rolling Lumbridge doesn't do anything outright for our GPM. But more clues. So maybe we hit some value shit, you know? Maybe not for alching
What are
purposes,
your
but,
options you can roll? You can roll Lumbridge. You can roll...
I have a few options. So I can roll Lumbridge, I can roll the West
What's your
Lumbridge
next big
Swap
grind
Chunk,
most likely
Wizard's
gonna be?
Tower. It just depends on where I go. Farming is honestly the most likely, like, annoying thing I'm going to run into. I hit that Falador patch, I have an allotment patch, so...
Because mine is going to be like, I'm going to have a couple shitty tasks early on with the smithing and the 5 million gold. And then once I get done with these, like once I get done with smithing, I'm just going to fly for a while.
Oh, I hear you. That's what I'm hoping to have happen. If I hit Wizard's Tower, I'll have a little bit of grinding to do, but not much. Because I'll have a Runeful Helm to get us, but that'll be fire. You already have a Runeful Helm, right?
I have a Runeful Helm. You just take it out of the group storage and complete your task.
What else would I have to get there? The Imp Catcher, that's instant. I don't know. Not much. My answer. I said farming is my worst thing, I think. The problem with Wizard's Tower is if we're using those portals, I could fucking end up anywhere.
Are they two-way? I thought they were only one-way.
I was under the impression they were two-way based off how people talked about them, but if they're only one-way, even better. Remington is a big problem. If I roll west twice, right, I get houses, depending on how our rule set works with that. Once I connect with Grandpa, I'll have to get magic trees and all that. Smithing grind. Nothing crazy, honestly. I'm doing the worst of it. It's really just a smithing grind around the corner.
I'll be right back. I gotta pop out for a minute.
Not allowed. Someone's asking for you, huh? Popular. Talking to you, Cast.
You said what? Sorry.
So you're popular, man. You got them asking for you over there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Ooh, that's cool. I haven't got one of those yet. Easy and banner. My second Zamrock miter, dude. Is that how it's gonna be? Alright, what do we need? I have all of that. RFD. I don't even know what I'm doing, honestly.
Imagine how much better the game would be without mining and smithing. For chunks, it just seems like the worst.
It is the worst.
Besides maybe Herblore. But luckily, most just ignore that by not having the quest.
Okay. Where can I buy Myth Plate Body Varrock in theory?
Yeah, should be.
Okay. About to give the Warriors Guild a run. Better get my defender. At least one of them.
Nice, yeah. I mean, once you get in, it's pretty easy to get the get all of them. And access to the Warriors Guild is really big on an iron, partly because it's buyable food and potions that are pretty solid.
Potions. Even though.
Yeah, there's a vendor that sells the basic version of attack, defense, and strength potions, which is like really, really good. I mean, because you could basically, they're also really cheap, so you should always be strength potting.
Should I
pretty much for the
bring
rest of your
alch
account?
runes? Like, is there stuff to alch
The
while I'm doing
the
this?
lower or the lower level hill giants that are up in the upper levels don't drop anything relevant, but the ones down by the Dragon Defender have like some random alchemables.
Fuck it. So how does this work? I'm gonna like start on the top floor, work my way down. Is that kind of like my understanding?
So you'll kill the mithril plate bodies over and over again. I would save up until you have like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 points at a time or 1,500 or something like that. And then you'll go enter the room on the top floor. It's one room for bronze all the way through rune. And then you'll get a defender drop, and then you pick it up, and then you walk outside the room, and then try and walk back in the room again. And the NPC will be like, "Hey, I see you have a bronze defender. The ones inside will now drop iron." And that happens all the way up to rune.
You have to spend points when you
once
like exit and re-enter.
It might cost you like 10,
Okay.
but it's not really a huge factor. And then once you get the rune one, you go down by the bank. There's like a door to the back of the building, and there is a ladder that has like a little basement that's just the giants that drop the Dragon Defender.
Okay.
And then if you ever you can get rid of your lower level defenders, but I would keep at least one rune defender, just so that
You can re-enter to get the
if
dragon.
if you need to get more dragon ones in the future, you don't have to regrind.
Sorry, I'm doing pheasants on fucking boys. I'm gonna trying to get this fucking golden pheasant egg, dude. Great magical egg. That's a new record for me. 100 flicks in a row. Or 50 flicks in a row. Fuck no. Wish I had 100. Back here. Hey, this rhythm baked into my head, dude. I'm just getting into like having to one tick flick, you know what I mean, and trying to preserve prayer. I get this rhythm in my fucking soul.
Yeah. There's a couple plugins that can help with
Yeah,
that.
I'm using one right now, but I want to not have to rely on it all the time, you know? Like,
Yeah, so there's the ones that like try and visualize the ticks, but then
Yeah.
there's like a tick counter, like you can do numbers or colors or whatever. But then there's also one that like expands the like window of when you need to be praying specifically, because it's like even then it's only a fraction of a tick, and you can get your prayer drain like basically none at all
Sure.
if you click the little button for prayers, like quick prayers, very very quickly.
And I know you said 1,000, but I want. So you said I go all the way up those stairs on the back behind the bank?
Yeah. The middle floor is almost entirely irrelevant in that guild.
Relevant or irrelevant?
Irrelevant. Like the only time you would ever go to it is because the strength cape vendor is there, I think.
Sure.
But even then, the actually no, strength cape vendor is all right. I think the attack one, I think, is the one that gives you like, so you don't have to get the little coins to go in the hill giant room, which is totally irrelevant because most people by the time they have 99 attack have defenders. And then the strength cape one, I think, is the teleport. I might have that backwards. But yeah, the middle floor is other methods you can use to get the coins, but they're all slower than just attacking the armor on the first floor. If that
I
makes
hear
sense.
you.
Like there's like little gimmicks, like one there's like a shot put kind of thing where you like throw this thing, and depending on how your strength is, it's how far it goes or something like that.
Sure.
But they're pretty irrelevant. What total level is your other Ironman? You're playing
Like 1,100.
Nice.
I have level 100, so I have a bunch of skills that are like sub 20 still.
Yeah, so you're in the stage, I guess, where it's just like working towards Barrow's gloves.
Yeah, I'm slowly doing my RFD glows, slowly but surely. I just need to catch up on questing. Like, that'll help me speed up more than anything. I don't know, I'm an
Yeah, it's
impatient guy.
pretty much spam questing until like 1,500 total. But quests fucking spamming can be really like annoying.
I think it's very draining. I honestly prefer to play like a raw skiller. Like, I'd rather just like run
Yeah.
around and do skilling tasks.
I don't think many people enjoy doing just quests all the time. But some of the quests are like super, super valuable. But there's a lot of quests that are just kind of like there and they're kind of alright. but not like game changing.
Sure.
And also, early on, you never really get to do the big epic quest anyways.
Oh yeah.
Like, Desert Treasure 2 is probably the best quest in the game, but you're like, it's probably the last quest you're going to do. Or not last, like, because they'll just add more quests, but
I get you.
that's one of the last ones. But it's also funny when you compare something like a chunk account or some region locked or some kind of restricted Ironman to a regular account. It's almost like having too much choice and too many things to do can sometimes paralyze you.
That is why I made a
Where you,
chunker.
like-
I talked pretty
Yeah.
heavily about it because I don't know what to do sometimes. Like you're so overwhelmed. I feel like in this game of just like choices and options because there is so much to do that I like having a clear work towards this, do that. You know, like that's why I've thought about doing like a
Yeah, and
task
it's
lock
very
account.
funny that I think outside perspective, you would think playing a chunk account is the absolute worst thing ever. But there's like, you get a surprising amount of dopamine from just like clicking the 2 rocks that you have access to and just doing the one thing you can. Like, you have one goal in front of you and you have to like tackle that, and it's like a very different experience.
Like being
and it's
single-minded.
rewarding in different ways. Like, I feel better about like knocking a task off my task list than I do about knocking off a quest off the quest list, even though they're kind of the same thing.
100%.
If they just like, if I just made an account where like the chunk tasks were just quests, but I wasn't chunk locked, I just forced myself to do quests, I might feel better about them. I don't know, but the dopamine from a quest is not that big.
There's some that you finish and you're like, fuck yeah. Like when you do waterfall quests on a fresh account, dude, it's like, oh yeah. Like, give me that
like
XP.
you do like waterfall quest and it gives you like 30 strength levels. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And then like you get fairy tale, you know what I mean? You get some rewards that are like, okay, you know, this is pretty solid, but no, I get you 100%. I think that just like, I think that quests have gotten to a state and they're going to continue going towards a state of people just being like, all right, follow the quest helper, all right, quest is done, they didn't learn, they didn't read, they didn't experience it, you know, and they're just through it and they're on to the next thing. I think that's what makes Ironman fun, is like you have to work towards those quests at least. Like you have to like get all the items, you have to figure out like how to source some shit, you know. But I just like a clear do this, go here. That's what I love about chunking. Now sometimes you pull something and you're like, oh fuck me, dude. But
oh yeah, sometimes you have to do smithing.
but then you get over it and you finish it and you're like, holy shit, I did it.
Because smithing is, mining and smithing are already pretty bad, but mining and smithing without specifically Motherlode Mine or a Giant's Foundry is the absolute worst thing in the game. Oh yeah, so I read a couple different versions of what you guys thought that you might do once we link up, as far as like rolling chunks and stuff like that. What do you think is your like most up-to-date thought or idea?
I think the last thing that we agreed on was rolling 5 chunks at once. Once we're all connected, or like however many people you have is how many chunks you roll once you've completed all your tasks. That is the last thing I remember us talking about.
So say we link up and say somebody still has like a long ground, like 99 smithing or something like that.
We would have as
Are
many
we waiting
backlog
until
slots
we
as we
reroll?
have people. So one person can work on one grind on the side while we continue, but everybody else would then be able to, you know what I mean, we can keep progressing. But let's say there's a so we have 99 smithing. Okay, well that's Cass' grind, he's got it. So let's go ahead and quote-unquote backlog that, but let's go ahead and roll our next handful of chunks. Okay, cool. Oh man, this one has a 99 cooking. Alright, Marcus, you got that since you came out with 95 cooking. Well, he's working on that, and that's the only thing left. Alright, let's go on to the next thing, and we just continue along, like, if that's how we're gonna get backlogged, but I feel like we'll be able to blow through most of those pretty quick still.
Yeah.
Obviously, 99s are gonna slow us down, but go ahead.
Yeah, getting like 5 backlogs sounds like.
It sounds like a lot, but it's 1 per in reality. Like, we each get 1 backlog, because each individual can't backlog more than once. Because each person's gonna have 1 task.
So when you roll those 5 tasks, is it like free for all as far as who does what?
Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be some things that like everyone's gonna want to work towards together or whatever. Like people have like better stats towards one thing where they only need to get like 1 or 2 levels or just make something to complete the task really quick. That's kind of my thoughts on it, but I mean, it's still pretty up in the air. We haven't really like hard landed on that. It's whatever makes the most sense for us, you know?
And then when we do link up, which grinds do you have to go do from the other chunks that other people unlocked?
Quest steps, diary steps,
So like, for example, if we go to Varrock, would we all end up having to get 99?
No, only 1 skilling per person or per like
sense.
group.
Yeah.
So like if if there's a 99 fucking requirement, only 1 person has to hit that 99.
Okay, so like for example, if in Kharid you have a 99 smithing requirement because you can get a rune bar from Giant's Foundry. And then Bryophyta can also drop a rune bar that gives you 99 smithing. As long as somebody, if we're connected and
if we're connected, correct. As long as one person has it, we've satisfied the requirement for the entire chunk, correct. But everything that's like, I think what we're determining is
they
like
have to, if it's the same skill requirement, but if it's different tasks, do they have to go do both? Like say Bryophyta drops a rune bar, and then Giant's Foundry, you can buy ore bags that also can drop rune. Like, is that what it is?
I mean, it depends on what the chunk. We have to complete every chunk task, so it's whatever's populated there, right? If it says that we have to get a rune bar for a chunk task as like a drop or something, then I mean, I guess we're gonna go knock out bronze bar because of a chunk. You know, I think that. Sorry.
And then I remember we also talked about the best on slot list. Is that another one where we'll have to get?
I think what we're agreeing is like at least 1 best in slot set for the group, but I think we naturally believe that we'll end up wanting most of the best in slot stuff anyway. I think that anything above rune is like value, so it's like why wouldn't we want to grind for, just for an example, like why wouldn't we want an extra fucking spine? You know what I mean? It makes it way easier for everybody else to get a shit ton of XP.
Yeah, for most of the things it is like you would want multiple of, but some of the things that might be a little more rare. Like I don't know.
Like if it was a raid item, for instance, like if we had to get like a raid epic, you know what I mean? I don't think we'd require ourselves to have to get like 5 of them. You know, I think that it'd be like, hey, we got 1 scepter for the group. You know, I think it's probably like a drop rate discussion. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to gauge those as they come up because there's not too many.
Oh, I guess we also have we have the rule, I think, for best in slot counting skilling items, like
yeah, you have to get the best in slot
angler outfit or lumberjack outfit.
We do.
So this is a very relevant, I guess, question for this, because this is one where not everyone might want one of those.
I think our understanding is that we're all getting it. I think that like something that's tradable, like the felling axes, we can swap those around and knock those tasks off. But like angler and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah. The tradable ones is kind of cheesed anyways. It's like there's not really a point in that because you can just pass it around and be like, oh, I'm wearing a rune scimitar or whatever. But yeah, some of those more obscure ones like lumberjack outfit might be a little tough.
Lumberjack outfit's easy.
For all 5 people. Yeah, well, I mean that.
We're gonna all have
That one might
80
be
plus wood cutting, so it's just go bang out the logs real quick. That's all.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, but I mean, even then, still, the lumberjack outfit is a more simple example. There's some probably tougher ones
for
out
sure.
there that are.
Again, we'll
marked as
cross
best
those
in
bridges as we
slot
get.
for really obscure reasons. I was thinking of maybe even when we link up, you still roll individually off of your own map. Obviously, just don't roll chunks that other people already have. And then, we're only rolling one chunk at a time, so you still only roll when you are ready. But you're still gaining chunks for the collective group. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then we have to change our skilling rules and stuff, because then what's the point of it being like, oh yeah, we can have a guy, like, so right now, the benefit of feeding Marcus all the food is we have a guy who's 95 cooking. So, by the end of his grind, no matter what, we'll have somebody, like, when we link up, who is ready to bang out any cooking task for us, and we can pretty much, like, ignore it. So it's like, yeah, it sucks right now, but we're paying ourselves off. I think it's less about, like, making every account near max, and more about, like, let's get some fucking prog and get to raids.
I still think with the thing I just said, I still think you could have group members do tasks from your specific list, but it would you wouldn't have to roll 5 at once.
I mean, we don't even have to do 5 at once. We could do a
exception thing,
a handful at a time. Why is everybody so against one backlog? So I'm super confused about this mentality where, like, everybody doesn't want to do this. Like, legit, like, when I brought this up the first time, like, well, we don't want to backlog. Well, it's not about, like, you're going to have to backlog something eventually. Like, it's going to happen. And I think that the rule of each person is allowed one backlog, like, fixes any, like, oh, well... The problem is, okay, so you look at our XP spread in our group. If we made it so other people could just do our stuff for us, like, oh, I rolled a chunk, but fucking we haven't seen, I'm sorry, Grandpa rolled a chunk, but he hasn't been on in a while. I guess I'll just do all of his stuff for him. I don't want that to be the stuff, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he has easy tasks, I'll go do them. Let's just do his stuff for him. I think that if we're all going in, we're all collectively, like, working toward, I don't know. I think that it just changes.
But what if the opposite happens, and what if somebody is allotted one backlog slot, but they're still not, they have 2 things they still need to do? Or
well, that's the problem.
One person have 5 things.
Well, that's the problem with the rolling method that you're proposing, is that that's going to happen. I think with the method that I'm proposing, it's the group working on the tasks all at once, right? So if we're doing 5 at once, the idea is that we're not going to be like, oh, we rolled 1 chunk and there's 3 doable tasks here. Everyone's going to work on 3 tasks, 5 people, even though some people are closer. What the fuck is? Why did she kick me out? Did I get timed out? Is that how this works?
Did you run out of coins?
Wait, you have to have coins per kill? Is that how that works?
No, not coins, like the tokens.
Yeah, I ran out. How did I?
Okay, yeah, then it drains it per minute you're in there.
Oh, okay.
So you're paying per time.
Tracking.
I can't remember what it is. It might be like 10 per minute or something. I can't.
So the idea of each person takes a backlog slot prevents one person from having to do 2 grinds. Because if we hit a backlog and we're like, fuck, 99 smithing, who wants to do it or who's the closest? Okay, Ogre, you're doing it. Cool, man, I'll do it. But then when the next slot pops up and it's fucking, oh, we have a... Fuck, I don't know, what's a good example? What's something that's just fucking... Oh, we hit fishing trawler and we don't have a better fishing method or cooking method, and you have to get to 85 fishing, or 85 cooking to cook a shark from fishing trawler. Oh, well, that's one person. I'm not doing that because I'm already doing smithing, so I guess that's your task now. And then when we roll the next roadblock, that's the next person's task, because we each have our own backlogs that we're working on, so that one person doesn't get saddled having to, like, carry the group in theory. That's my thought, I guess. And I guess that the backlog would be adjusted in the sense of, like, let's say we roll a new chunk and there's, like, a way better cooking method, and, like, cooking is now super bangable, like, we should make it like a, hey, we have to do it right now. And I don't know. We'll have to talk about it, but I just think that, like, we're gonna have to hit a backlog somewhere, somehow. And
yeah, I do think gaining 5 chunks at once is kind of crazy.
We don't have to do 5 at once. It was just the idea that we proposed because we wanted to make it so that we didn't have, it's a one task chunk, you know, like that's just not fun for anyone. I think we'd propose we could even do less chunks. Like, I don't know, I'm down for like whatever makes sense. That was the original
also,
idea we had.
No thing we settle on has to be set in stone forever too. So
Yeah.
we could also try one method or the other.
We also have to dictate at what point connected chunks are quote-unquote connected. Is it the moment we roll them and they're next to each other? Are we connected, or do we have to finish the chunks for them to be quote-unquote unlocked, you know? The things we gotta ask ourselves. Like, does it have to be two unlocked chunks connecting? Or is it just two chunks that we have, like, just rolled? Does that make sense?
Yeah, so like for example, if you rolled Lumbridge right
Correct.
now,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
instantly connect to the desert or not? Yeah, I don't know. I guess it also depends on do you want connecting to be easier or harder? I mean, in that case, for Lumbridge, Lumbridge has some tasks, so it's not that easy, but I think in a lot of other cases, it might actually be, we might be meeting up on easy spots.
Yeah, I also think,
Randomly.
like, that's part of why we put the XP requirement out there, is we knew that there's a chance that we could roll into each other, like, fairly easy, you know? Because with our initial layout, we like, I won't say we made a point, but we tried to stay, like, fairly close together, like, within 3 or 4 chunks of each other.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely could have started somebody out in the middle of nowhere.
We could have. I chose Draynor just because I wanted to do woodcutting. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then everybody was like, "Oh, I guess I'll do Kharid. Oh, I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll do that." And I was like, "All right, I guess we're all pretty fucking close together. Like, I'm not gonna complain about it by any means."
Yeah, it's kind of tough because if you go any farther out, then you get quest requirements, which is like mostly not that bad. Like for example, if I roll East Varrock, I don't think we're that far away from unlocking Canifis or unlocking